Now, I would like to invite Erica, who oversees the GSAP program this year, to give an overview of this year's program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for participating in today's event. My name is Erica Suzuki from Jetro Headquarters Startup Division, and I'm overseeing the GSAP program this year. And we're excited to welcome you back to the Global Startup Acceleration Program. It's actually a 7th year this year, and GSAP has continued to evolve alongside global startup ecosystem. And this year, we're launching a newly structured program with 5 distinct courses. And each course is designed to support startups at different stages and across key industry verticals, while connecting you with the top-tier accelerators in the United States, such as D3, ERA, and Alchemist. And this program is now open, so if you search in the website, searching GSAP Jetro, you can get to the application website. And let me briefly walk you through the overall structure. We offer 5 courses. The Enterprise B2B course focused on B2B service, including SaaS, which is provided by Alchemist. And the AI course dedicated to cutting-edge AI startups, which is organized by StartX by Stanford University. And the AI CTO course, which is newly structured for this year, is designed specifically for technical leaders driving AI development. And the sustainability course, covering areas such as climate tech and clean tech, which is organized by D3. And the the manufacturing tech and hard tech course, targeting advanced manufacturing materials in IoT, which is organized by Centerpolis Accelerator. And each course partners with a leading US-based accelerator and accommodates a select number of startups to ensure high quality support. And throughout this program, participants will gain access to mentorship, investors, networks, and also real opportunities to expand their business in the United market. And each course will be introduced in more detail by the program manager later on. But before that, I would like to highlight 2 important notes regarding the application process, which is different from the last year. And the first one is applicants may indicate both the first and second course preference. Last year, the cohorts can only select 1 course, but for this year, they can choose 2 selected preferences. So if you want to apply for the 2 courses, you can do it. And if you're interested in 2 courses, that'll be that'll be great. And of course, you can ask any questions to the startup division, whether that course is suitable for you. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us. And the second one is, in addition to pitch deck, we ask you to submit the pitch video this year. And please carefully review the application guidelines before you're actually submitting your application form. But just to make sure that you're having your pitch deck and also pitch video before you're submitting application form. And now we would like to move on to the introduction of each course in the details. And first one is actually the course that I'm in charge of, so I'll be continue explaining. But the first one is the Enterprise B2B course, which is organized by Alchemist. And that course is designed for the companies providing services to corporate clients, including B2B and B2B2C businesses. And the program is delivered by Alchemist, the enterprise and the government services arm of Alchemist Accelerator, one of the top accelerators in Silicon Valley. And I see you are standing over there. So I will talk about the overview of the program, and I'll bring your mic to you. And here's a quick view of the Alchemist and also the quick view of the program. One of the key features of this program is it's a 2-phase structure. It's designed to provide support tailored to each startup stage and needs. Applicants can choose to apply either phase. In phase one, the program focuses on the market discovery, helping startups to gain the deep understanding of their market. And the phase two, the focus shifts to the POC and business validation, supporting startups in testing and refining their solutions in the US market. The application deadlines for the phase one is on May 24th, and the application for phase two is scheduled to open around the end of July. And more details about the Alchemist course, I would like to invite Ian here to talk about the program. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not going to take much time, maybe like a minute here, but I just thought I would share a little bit more. My name's Ian. I'm CEO of Alchemist. We'll be talking a little bit more later on a panel. And I guess given this opportunity to share a little bit more about what the program and what you can expect, I wanted to share a little bit about the history, because this is actually a program we've been working on with an entrepreneurial mindset, iterating and learning for a number of years. And what we've learned is that for enterprise-focused startups from Japan, the thing that matters is a relentless focus on commercialization. And so the phases are designed to do two things. First, learn if it's viable to enter the US market. Actually, for some of you participating in any of these programs, the answer might be no, and that's a really good thing to know before you learn. For those of you for whom it is viable, our goal is to help you acquire, not acquire for you, to help you acquire real commercial traction in the US. POCs, sales, et cetera. So that's what we're about. And I have my phone up here because I actually wanted to have the team send me some stats. I think in the prior iteration, we ended with 25 customer POCs closed across all participating startups and 7 deals closed across all startups in an intensive sprint period. Not to put too much pressure on the applicants and on the team, but we're gonna, I want to see you guys beat that this coming year. And yeah, I guess that's it. I guess the one question that we commonly get, right, because it says B2B and enterprise, what does that mean? It can mean a lot of things. It can certainly mean B2B SaaS and software, but let's be very clear. It can also mean things like robotics. And so there was actually a previous participant, a robotics tech startup that I think ended with, I'm looking at my notes here, a financing and distribution partner in the US, 4 new US customers. So if your customer is an enterprise, come talk to us. Actually, don't talk to us, apply to the program. All right, thanks.
Thank you very much. And now I'd like to bring Mike to Mayako, who's overseeing the AI course this year. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you so much, Erika-san and Ian. Good afternoon, everyone. So thank you for joining today's event. So I'd like to take the next few minutes to introduce the GSAP AI course delivered in partnership with StartX, the Stanford-affiliated accelerator in Silicon Valley. So this is a program designed for Japan-based AI startups, but it also explore those who are those considering U.S. market entry or global fundraising. And let me briefly explain who StartX is, because this partnership is central to the value of the program. So StartX is a Stanford-affiliated accelerator and a founder community supporting over 1,000 startups with more than 300 active mentors and investors. So collectively, StartX companies are valued at over 190 billion US dollars, including 22 unicorns, and more than 140 companies valued over $100 million. And what makes StartX unique is that it is founder first, equity free, and deeply embedded in the Stanford ecosystem, with access to professors, serial entrepreneurs, and top-tier AI investors. So the GSAP AI course is designed to help founders answer 4 critical questions, like, are we truly solving a global scale problem with AI? And what does product market fit look like in the US or global market? And how should we design our go-to-market and fundraising strategy? And what milestones do we need to hit before raising overseas capital? So the program runs from July to November, combining online sessions and a Tokyo bootcamp and on-site immersion program in Silicon Valley. So importantly, in this course, founders' participation is mandatory because decisions made here directly affect your global strategy. So in this course, this is very important, so let me say it twice. Founders' participation is mandatory. Please keep in mind that. And so who should apply? So this course is a strong fit if your startup is AI or AI enabled in B2B or B2C. And you should be also at seed to Series A stage. And you should be also based in Japan, but actively exploring global expansion or US fundraising. And you should have a founding team ready to engage fully in English discussions. So this is not an introductory AI program. It is for teams that already have a product or technology and now need global validation. Global validation and sharper positioning and investor readiness. So there are 3 features I want to highlight. First, weekly themed online sessions and one-on-one mentoring and experienced StartX mentors covering PMF, customer acquisition, capital strategy, and fundraising. So second, an in-person Tokyo bootcamp focused on preparing for North American expansion, pitch refinement, KPI setting, and roadmap design. And third, the Silicon Valley immersion, including StartX Week, where you meet mentors, founders, and investors in person, attend workshops, and join major innovation events. This combination is what allows founders to move from hypothesis to real market feedback. So schedule and call to action. The application deadline is May 24th at 11:59 p.m. in Japan time. Sorry, deadline is May 24th at 11:59 p.m. in Japanese time. Yeah, so be careful. It's not Pacific time, so be careful. The cohort will consist of around 20 companies, so I believe it should be very competitive. If your goal for this year is not just to be busy, but to be strategic about global growth, this program is designed for you. So we strongly encourage founders who are serious about US expansion to apply. So thank you very much, and we look forward to receiving your applications. Thank you. And Erika-san next.
Hello again. I'll be explaining about the AI CTO course, which is newly structured for this year. And the objective of this program is to help startups gain conviction on whether their current system designs can succeed in the United States market. And participants will deepen their understanding of key technical decisions, including model selection, as well as trade-offs in RAG, fine-tuning, and agent design. And the program also focuses on the optimizing inference cost, latency, reliability to build AI system that can meet the demands of the US market. And in addition, the program offers the office hours with the senior leaders from the leading AI companies such as OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google, providing opportunities to highly practical and advanced technical discussions. And this program, unlike AI course, this program, CTO or technical founder participation is required. let me say that again. CTO or technical founders participation is required for this course. So if you're thinking to develop your system and get to know more knowledge about the U.S. Technical, like how the U.S. Designer thinking about their system. This is a course that you should take. And this for tonight we have ERA. We have Murat from ELA. So I'd like to invite you here to talk about this course and like who should be attending this course.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm very excited to be here today. I'm lucky that I came for Sushi Tech and I was able to stay for this event. So we've been investing in New York City for the past 15 years as an accelerator and a VC fund. We invested in 400 startups. And my background is actually computer science. So in the 90s, I was working with deep learning, machine learning, neural networks. So right now, we are going through an amazing transition. AI is changing everything. 4 months ago, developers were typing into a keyboard writing code. Now, nobody's typing anymore. Developers completely changed their workflow. And the change will come to everything. SaaS-based pricing may decrease more and more. It's going to be more like output-based pricing because of AI. So what this means is this. As a CTO, as a co-founder of your company, you really don't know what you should build, how you should build it, how you should structure it. Because if it's outcome-based pricing, you need to measure and you need to record accordingly. Like every time you create some output, you have to charge the customer. That's very different from like paying by the month per seat. We have around like 800 founders. Many of them are very technical. And also we have around 1,000 mentors we've been working with for the past 15 years. Plus, as Sukhitan mentioned, we work with OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, NVIDIA, Cursor, and even Microsoft very closely. They come and do workshops, and they do office hours with us. So this means, as a co-founder of your company, you can talk to people who have done this before. They have the experience. We do architecture reviews. We do office hours with you. We also present to you, like other companies, how they did it. So you have a roadmap. And aligning your technical development also with sales as well. We say when you're selling, you need this feature. So you have to build this into it, like SOC compliance and other things. So for this AI new structure is like super exciting. It's very exciting. It's changing every day. It's impossible to know everything. And to me, it's a huge opportunity. It's not just like a, scary thing. So we are going to run this program to make sure that you are building the right product and you have the right assistance technically. And then also we'll tie that into your B2B sales and other areas. But again, I'm very excited and apply by 11:59 p.m. So don't miss the deadline. But thank you so much.
Thank you very much. As Murat mentioned, the course is designed for the specifically CTO and the technical founder who's trying to deepen their knowledge in the technical field of the US market as well as their system, whether their system actually can work in the US market. So if you're still struggling with structuring your system and also getting to know more about it, this is a course that you'll be satisfied with. So yeah. We're looking forward to receive your applications. And now I'd like to move on to the sustainability course, which is introduced by Wakava.
Thank you, Erika-san, for the introduction. And hello, everyone. I'm Waka, and I will be leading this year's sustainability course. This year's sustainability course is conducted in collaboration with Third Derivative, D3, which has a strong expertise in supporting climate tech companies. The course is designed for the companies in the sustainability sector, like clean tech and climate tech, and from seed stage to Series B. And we will have maximum 15 companies joining this program. And luckily, we have Roy from Solar Derivative today. So Roy, please come up to the stage and introduce about yourself and this course.
Thank you for that introduction, and thank you all for your time and attention tonight, even during Golden Week. I know it's really appreciated, and thank you to Jetro for hosting us at this great space. My name is Roy Torbert. I am the head of programs at Third Derivative. Waka did a great job introducing the generalities. Maybe I'll say a little bit more about my team, a little bit more about the program, and then some advice for startups considering it, although Yuki-san will be on the panel in a little bit, so he can also speak from firsthand experience. Third Derivative is a part of a broader nonprofit called Rocky Mountain Institute that for 40 years has been working on energy and sustainability topics all over the world. And I think that's one of the major assets that we bring as an accelerator is we can connect to almost 700 energy experts all over the world. And we see a lot of our startup founders have this sort of very specific request. They're saying, I'm considering working in the Texas market. Do you know someone who knows a lot about Texas electricity market design? And we have someone who spent their whole career on the very specific nuances of Texas market design and how ERCOT works. And we can then talk to them for a few hours. And that founder can really then learn from an expert who's been deep in that type of sector. The program itself really leans on our technical expertise as well as about my team of 40 people who live every day is focused on helping startups succeed. We've helped more than 300 startups now. They've gone on to raise more than $4 billion in equity after participating in our program. The way the GSAP sustainability course will work, I really think ends up in 4 big parts. The first is a Tokyo boot camp. We found this really valuable last year to let the startups meet us, meet their account manager, spend time also with each other. Many connections emerged within the cohort, and that was really valuable. The second phase is a series of individual and group coaching and mentoring sessions, some of which are specific to a topic you might have individually, and some of which are for the whole group, including pitch practice, structuring a commercial deal, how to talk to investors, et cetera. The third phase is an immersion week, similar to the other parts of GSAP. This one will be in New York City, coinciding with Climate Week, which is a great moment for a lot of the clean tech world to all meet together and a lot of exposure for these companies. And then the fourth phase is a build up to a hybrid pitch session for investors and other potential partners that will happen both here in Japan and online for the whole world to participate. Throughout that, you will have a dedicated expert account manager working with you. That's one of the most valuable things all of our startups have said, is someone who not only knows startup journeys, often coming from that world, but also knows your specific industry. So they might have worked in cement or steel and know how to help you there. Just a little bit of advice for prospective applicants. I think this is the type of program, all of GSAP is, the right program to think about if you're considering going global, and if you're unsure about whether you fit that specific criteria of sustainability tech, similar to how Ian was saying, I think it's often quite a broad definition. Last year we had companies who worked in algae products, others who were doing fusion, like helical fusion. The difference between those is quite significant, but both of them are helping to find clean and sustainable solutions for the world economy of the future. And within that, there were also companies working on steel, and like MeBio, working on biological reactors with a photo switch technology. So all those, for the most part, are deep tech and hard tech, which is the other key factor of this program. We haven't designed so much for like a quick sprint, but rather many months of continuous support, because in the hard tech world, it often takes that time to mature your conversations with prospective commercial partners and investors. So those are just a few key factors. I'll say a little bit more probably on the fireside chat. We welcome all of your applications. In the month of May, my team is glad to also chat with anyone who's considering it.
Thank you, Roy. Sorry, there is a small mistake on the slides. It says like CTO or technical founders participation required, but this is not for this course, so everyone can apply. Sorry. Yeah, so we are looking forward to your application. And next, we have Arisa-san for the manufacturing course.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Arissa, and I'm in charge of this program. So I'll briefly like to introduce the GSAP Manufacturing and Hard Tech course. So this program is for startups in Japan that are thinking about expanding into the US market, especially the Midwest, where there's a very strong manufacturing and mobility ecosystem. So if your startup is working on hard tech, advanced manufacturing, mobility, electrification, autonomous systems, which is written, it's all written here. So if it fits any of these vertical areas, this course may be a really good fit for you. So going back, let me introduce the partner for this course. So this year we are working with Centropolis Accelerator, based in Michigan. Centropolis is very focused on manufacturing and hard tech. They have very strong connections with major OEMs and tier 1 companies, including Ford, GM, Stellantis, Lear, Whirlpool, and many other companies. What makes them very valuable is that their mentors really understands manufacturing. Many of them has hands-on experience in engineering, prototyping, product development, and commercialization. So this is not just about learning how to pitch, it's about getting practical feedback from people who understands manufacturing, customers think, how they make decisions, and what they need before a pilot or POC. Centropolis has supported more than 600 startups, works with over 80 corporate partners, and has more than 50 experts with manufacturing industry experience. So for startups trying to enter the US manufacturing market, this is a very practical network to tap into. This program has 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. You can apply to either phase depending on your current stage and readiness. Phase 1 is from June to August, and we plan to select around 8 to 10 companies. This phase is for startups that want to better understand the US manufacturing market, refine their value proposition, and think through how their product or technology could be positioned in the US. So if you are still exploring the US market, or if you know you want to go global but are not yet sure who your first customers should be, phase 1 is probably the right starting point. Phase 1 includes a Tokyo boot camp from June 29 to July 1, followed by online sessions through late August. In the boot camp and online sessions, you will receive mentoring, join group discussions, learn about customer discovery, GTM strategy, business development, fundraising, and how to build a pipeline in the US. Phase 2 is more action-oriented, so it runs from August through March 2027, and we plan to select around 3 to 5 companies. Phase 2 is for startups that are already more serious about entering the US market. For example, companies that already have a US market strategy, have some idea of target customers, and are ready to invest time, people, and budget into market entry. Phase 2 includes a Tokyo boot camp from August 26 to 28, online preparation sessions, and then an on-site program in Detroit from September 21 to 25. And all this information is written on the application guideline. And during the Detroit program, you will have opportunities for business matching, meeting with potential customers, investors, local industry events, and demo day. The goal is very concrete to help you create initial US traction, for example, POCs, pilots, LOIs, customer leads, or investor conversations. Another important point is that phase 2 also includes long-term stay support in Detroit for companies that want to continue local activities after the 1-week program. So if you're thinking we may need a local base in the US, we want to spend more time meeting customers on the ground, it can be a very this phase 2 program can be a very useful opportunity. It's especially useful for startups that can bring a prototype, demo, concrete use case, and want to test it with real market feedback. After the Detroit program, there will also be online follow-up sessions from October onward. For the schedule, for phase 1, the application deadline is the same, May 24, 2026. And for phase 2, applications are planned from mid-June to mid-July. So we look forward to seeing many ambitious startups join the program. Thank you.
These are the 5 courses that for the GSAP this year. And these are the videos that explain more details about the program by Accelerator. So if you're interested in participating in any of the program, this is the video that you can follow for like what kind of benefit that you can get from participating in the course. And sadly, we couldn't get the manufacturing tech course for the video for this time, but it'll be uploaded in the website very quickly. So stay tuned on the website. And I'd like to move the mic to Satsuki.
Okay, thank you so much. Hope you get enough information. But if you need more information, there's a member is still here, so you can go and ask more.